good, fool? Absolutely not. Rise and grind, folks. Guys, I'm on the way to a brand new customer. This is a no-heat call. The only thing I know is that this is a gas heater. Let's see what we find. I'll see y'all when I get inside. Alright guys, I just spoke with the landlord. And this is the first floor tenant. There's a total of 4 people occupying the building. They all have boilers with baseboard heating, and the tenant said that the boiler stopped working a few weeks ago and he tried replacing the thermostat and it still didn't work. Right now, up on the wall is just a basic Honeywell thermostat, 2-hour setup. But guys, I just got down here and which is a good thing. The boiler's off at 180 degrees. And my pressure's at 15 PSI. My supply is burning hot. And my return is cold. Tell you what, let me first, let me get my meter. I want to test my pump, but let me just confirm that my thermostat is calling. I got to make sure that the heating circuit is closed. Let me get my meter. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Thermostat is calling. And look at this. I think this circulator pump is shot. Let me turn my headlight off. Look at that, 1.0. And this is a 0.75 circulator pump. I don't think there's air in the system. And we got enough pressure in the boiler. Tell you what, guys, let me get some information on this system. I gotta call the landlord. I'll be right back. The next day. Uh-oh, here we go again, guys. We got another one. This landlord just called me back, guys. This was the next day. I was out here yesterday. Guys, the landlord called me back and he goes, yeah, I looked at the price of the circulator pump. I just called my cousin, who happened to be an HVAC guy, and he said that his cousin told him that the circulator pump should cost $200 for someone to put in. You heard it first, guys. A circulator pump that should cost $200. Guys, you know what I told the customer? I told the landlord over the phone. I'm like, okay, well, if it costs $200, why not have your cousin put it in? Awkward silence, guys, nothing. Guys, my take on it is this. I've been around the sun for many, many years. I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. I always advocate for technicians to be clear with communicating with customers, give the customer as many options as possible, and ultimately let the customer pick what they want to do. And if you hear the word no, that's not the end of the world. Separate your feelings or how you think things should go. Separate your emotions from the actual business or what you're out there to do, guys. I always advocate for that. If the customer, and like I said, guys, we get this all the time with estimates for replacements and repairs. It's no big deal. But customers say that, you know what, your price of $1,000 for a new boiler, that's way too high, yada, yada, yada. You could go into the features and benefits, and ultimately, it's up to you guys as business owners, or like I said, if you guys run your own shops. There's a cost to doing business, guys. If we all can do this shit for free, then ultimately we would be doing this for free. But guys, the customer instinctively knows that there is a cost behind the work. And like, this isn't personal, and like how you explain it, that could ultimately dictate why your price is the way it is. If a customer say, no, your price is too expensive, that's not an opportunity for you to like take it personal and start lashing out. No, understand, and like I said, guys, if that customer knew HVAC, he probably should have did it himself. Like, that's just the nature of it. But like, I mean, with this particular landlord, I don't know the background. I only know off what the tenant told me. The tenant said that the landlord had someone come out there to try to replace the thermostat a couple of days ago, and it still didn't work. It's a brand new thermostat on the wall. But guys, I mean, I don't know this guy from a can of paint. The only thing I know is, like I said, what I came out there to do, that's to diagnose the boiler. If the customer didn't agree to the price, it's no big deal, guys. I'm not Superman trying to fix every furnace for 5 pennies on the dollar. I know guys out there that could probably do that, but like I said, guys, hats off to them. You know, I stand behind my work, and there's a reason why the price is the way it is. Most customers do understand that, but for some, they're not going to know that until it's too late, until they got to pay 2 or 3 other companies to go back to fix what should have been done right the first time. But guys, this talk is between me and you guys. There's no malice, there's no ill will. I wish that guy the best, but I hope that for the tenant's sake, that tenant was pretty pissed off that she wasn't going to have heat that day. But I told the tenant, hey, you know, that's between you and the landlord. You got to call the landlord. The only thing I know is that he didn't want to pay it. So like, supposedly if he has someone that can do it cheaper, hopefully the guy knows what's going on. He can get you up and going. But that's the last thing I said to the tenant. And at that point, guys, you know, we see it all the time. That's why knowing your price and, like I said, stand by your price, that's your only saving grace, guys. Can you play Robinhood and help out 10,000 customers paying $1? Yeah, but ultimately, guys, once you get the expense sheet, it's going to look nasty, guys. And once you go out of business for only charging $1, not knowing what it takes to keep the lights on, it happens every day, guys. There's a reason why I think, 70 or 80% of HVAC companies fail within 2 years. Most of them probably confuse morals with profit. I repeat, do not confuse morals or profit. I had a conversation the other day at the supply house. You know what me and another guy was talking about? I'm like, you know what? I wonder, do the customer understand? If they go with the cheapest guy, supposedly maybe they got ripped off by the most expensive company in town. If you go with the cheapest guy, do that automatically mean you trust them? Or if you go with the most expensive guy, do that mean that you automatically trust them? No, you can't base trust off of how much a company charges. Ultimately, guys, what goes into a customer trusting you, they can't look up online. Like, you may see reviews here and that online, but you got to look at the intangibles. I think this is common sense, but maybe common sense ain't so common. Intangibles, meaning, do they have integrity? Do they do what they said they're going to do? I repeat, if that company says he's going to show up at between 8 and 10, is he getting there between 8 and 10, or is he making you stay there all day? 2, do they stay behind their work? This is not something you're going to see online, guys. Every company could tell you the same thing, but ultimately, as a consumer, you're not going to notice until after the deed is already done. If someone makes an installation or if someone makes a repair on your heater AC system, if everything goes great, then everything goes great by all means. But if something goes down on the 5 o'clock on a December Friday night, guys, if you call that customer, if you call that company, are they going to come out to fix it, or are they going to give you the runaround and tell you that, hey, we're booked up for 5 weeks? Gosh, all this stuff goes into the price, but like, I think every customer has a personal story, whether it be good or bad, from a company, and they should know right from wrong. But like, unfortunately, guys, like, we all can't be priced at the bottom because there's operating expenses. There's things that HVAC companies need to invest in to make sure that they can do what they say they can do. If we didn't have parts on our truck, or if we didn't know what the hell we were doing, if we didn't invest in training and courses to learn how to fix certain things or replace certain things, then like, ultimately, we won't be able to stay in business long. But guys, like, I feel like, you know, and I have no problem explaining this to customers that probably didn't go through this yet, but guys, like I said, I have no problems with us not being the cheapest company. Are we the most expensive company? No, but are we the most cheapest company? Absolutely not. And guys, like I said, back in 2016 when I started, I looked at one of our invoices, guys. Back in 2016, our prices were like probably a third of what it is now. But like, guys, like, the things we did in 2016 are a fraction of what we're doing now. So like, guys, like, and like I said, this is not, you know, this is nothing personal. Like, if a customer doesn't have it in their budget, you know, to get it done, then like, you know, it's not nothing personal. It's just business, you know, like, it's up to the customer to get back to you. If they want to do it, cool. But if not, then like, you know, once again, guys, like, they had the free will to do whatever they want to do. But like, I don't like making, like I said, customer service harder than what it needs to be. You know, it is a human interaction. Don't get me wrong. Like, we're not robots saying the same thing to like 100 different customers, but you know, I feel like technicians take things way too personal, and that could ultimately put you in a sales slump or put you in, like I said, a bad mood going into your next call, because now you're thinking every customer is going to challenge you on everything you say. Like, you know, guys, I've been through the ringer. Once again, I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. There isn't anything, like I said, that can be said that, you know, I can't put into the category of something I already been through or something I already seen someone else go through. And like, guys, all this is entertainment at the end of the day. And of course, this is all education. You know, I feel like most of what I see, if you can't comprehend it now, eventually once you go through it, you know, you should have an idea of, you know, how to go from A to B and then from B to C. But guys, I got to get to my next call. Guys, like I said, this was like a half of a service call. You know, we diagnosed it, but we couldn't, you know, finish the repair. But guys, we got to keep rocking and rolling. I got to do my next call ahead, but I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.